Hey, what's up guys? It's the Michigan Minecrafter back here with another video. If you're seeing this, that means I've stuck it in as the intro thing for my Bixopolis Tour video. And I'm just going to give you guys a forewarning. I'm a little awkward in this video, a little bit slow with the commentating, and some of the information is going to be like false or just inaccurate at this point, because it was actually the first video that I ever recorded with the software. And well, basically the first video I ever recorded ever. So like it was supposed to be just a test video, but I've been trying to record another tour of my little Bixopolis world, and they just keep turning out way too long because I go too into detail, and this one just turned out the perfect amount of time. So I figured, hey, I got it. I might as well just upload it and just do a little explaining beforehand. So sit back, relax, and hope you guys enjoy the video. Hey, what's up everyone? It's the Michigan Minecrafter back with another video. And today I'm giving the full tour of my little world that I've created over the past couple of years actually, since I got this computer, called Bixopolis. So what we're seeing right now is the inside of my apartment. Well, actually, it's me and the Jewel Master's apartment. That's his bed right there. And yep, that's the bedroom right there. You got enchanting right there, all the necessities, and yeah, this area is kind of ugly because back in the old days with 1.6, I think that was the summer before this past summer. That was before I knew how to back up saves, and there was a big chunk loading error that ended up happening that just wiped out my living room, and I haven't gotten back around to fixing it. So, at some point that'll probably happen, but it is what it is for now. And back in the day when I made this city originally, my thought, well, it seems like I've done this with pretty much all of my Minecraft worlds, was that someday I'll turn it into a server and there'll be all these systems for doing resources and a functioning economy and stuff. So that would be the logic behind a lot of the redstone and stuff that goes into a lot of this stuff. Like, as you can see up on the top, these lights turn off. Oh, well, actually, what? I don't even... Maybe that's a glitch. I'm not sure what's going on right there. That's really weird. I think that might have been a part of the chunk loading error too. It's been a little while since I've actually updated this part of the city. But yeah, we got lots of shops along here. We got armor shop, weapons shop, all the necessities. Got potions and enchantments, even fireworks right here. Anything in the dispensers? No. Sorry. And yep, even a little food court area, a sapling thingamajigger, and a public library. Got lots of bookcases in there and stuff. Alright, now on to the big part of the city. Right here, big decorative tower. Not really a big purpose for it, but it's kind of interesting that the beacons turn off during the day. Just some redstone fanciness under the ground under there. Yeah, you can see the daylight sensors right there that make it all work. And then right here is the entrance to one of the oldest buildings that still exists in Bixopolis, the Redstone Corporation. Originally I made this just to have some open space inside of a building where I could experiment with redstone and still not have it visible to the outdoors and still have it all visually appealing and whatnot. And there's some funky redstone stuff back here. These pop up when it's daytime. When you walk along here, lights up. Cool stuff. And yep, maps and stuff since February 3rd, 2013. And this is part of that shop economy type thing I was talking about, like uh, just being able to shop for things. And upper floor isn't too interesting. That's basically my laboratory type thing. Got some RS Nor latches in here that I was messing around with. Vertical one, boom. Yeah, fun stuff. Little toggle downfall thingamajigger, because I sometimes get a little lazy about that. And yep. And then if we go all the way up here, yeah, I put all these ladders in here with the thought of survival mode in mind. It also makes it a little tricky though. I am inside the tower now, and then there's also just another little thing up here. I based the design for this tower off the CN tower, got the little upper observation platform thing going on. And then we can escape to the top. And there's actually some funky redstone stuff going on right here. It might be, let's see if this is easier to see with the shader. It's probably going to be laggy, but it's worth it. Alright. Shader, boom, done, done, back to game. Yeah, fancy stuff right there. Got a little inspired when we went to Las Vegas a month ago. Thought I needed to make the Redstone Corporation a little bit more, can't remember the word now. Make it catch your eye more. What are you doing up there? Alright, getting a little frame laggy. We'll turn that off. Alright, so that was actually a little bit more in-depth than I meant to go. We'll keep the other things short. Little exchange thing. Exchange your gold for diamonds. I think it's 20 gold for a diamond. Fun little redstone contraption in there. I might go into that at some other video. Redstone Cafe. It's kind of a cool little thing. And then the... oh, wait, no. This isn't the railroad station anymore. It used to be what this building was, but this is actually a the farm surplus store. Buy all your farming needs there. Yeah, Jewel Master's laughing in the background. Got some more apartments over here, over top of shops. The ore store, pet shop, and this is actually more of a fancy apartment than mine, in my opinion. Bank, cool stuff, and this is just sort of a fun building. Not really a lot of purpose in mind. It does say Autumn Ridge Realty, because it kind of looks like some autumn leaves. Kind of interesting concept. Then we got the Ender Art Gallery over here. Sort of a fun building. You might recognize it from a picture that was on Minecraft Gallery. Sort of inspired me. Wanted to build it. And then this is just sort of a weird building. Yep, not really any ulterior motive behind it. And let's see, what else we got? This is actually a really cool apartment complex. The apartments themselves are kind of simple, but I don't know. I'm really happy with how the architecture for it turned out. And then this is another apartment complex, kind of interesting. Got lots of different kinds of apartments since they change in size as you go up. Got the little penthouse up here. Pretty cool. This one, actually, this building I just turned into a storage facility, but it's actually a really interesting design for a building. Something else inspired me to build it, but I don't remember what it is right now. This is just a desert temple type thing on an extreme scale, obviously. And this building I was actually planning on doing something with. Before the 1.6 glitch thing, there was like stacked carpets, and when you were far away, it looked like really cool. But unfortunately, something got all weird, and those disappeared with that little 1.6 weirdness. Alright. Oh, I'll show you inside the bank real quick. Pretty cool. Oh, yeah, and those lights are also daylight sensitive. A lot of the lights that I have in the city are actually daylight sensitive. Little jungle, weird little jungle temple type tower thing right there. This is actually the Jewel Master's castle right here. This is actually the very first thing that was ever built in this world because back in the day he really wanted this to be his personal world, and then I was like, hey, this is a cool landscape, I want to build something here. And he was like, okay. And then turned into this crazy bunch of stuff. And cool little compass rose type thing right there, pointing to where different stuff is. Once again, that whole idea that I wanted to make it an economic server type thing. His little bedroom right there. Cool stuff. Actually, back in the day, this area right here was a big, huge, ridiculous thing that hung out over the city. It was this giant obsidian arena that didn't actually have anything underneath it, and just kind of hung out over here, which of course was before Aiden CN Tower was built. But yeah, that pretty much covers the metropolitan area. Then over here, not too complicated over here, got a nice little nice little theater over here. Working lights and stuff. This is the stage lights. So that turns off the lights under the stage. And upper lights. Turns off all the lights that go up there. Pretty crazy. And this is the overhead stage lights. So as you can see, those ones just turned off. And actually, considering how big this place was, the redstone wasn't all that complicated. In fact, you can kind of see it up here. But yeah, it was a lot of fun to make. These are just carpets over top of signs if you ever want to make something like that. Oh, more redstone stuff back there. Not super well concealed, but good for my purposes. Performance center. Alright, and we got the once again, revisiting the whole concept of the server thing. This is supposed to be the spawn area. So you spawn right here. It says, welcome to Bixopolis. Rules and info. All those rules right there about what you're supposed to do. These are daylight sensitive lights up here. And yeah, pretty cool stuff. This was actually, that's an interesting story behind it, but I'll go into that some other time. Recycling center. You go up here, dump your items in, and they get sorted into a bunch of hoppers, and then in the event, once again, that other people were playing on here, they could go in there, get stuff that they wanted. If you don't want it, one man's trash is another man's treasure. Yes, that's what it is. Brain farts. Always a fun thing. Little production facility right here. We got all sorts of automatic farm stuff right here. Pretty awesome. And on the second story, there's a little mob grinder type thing. And then on the first story, there's little things with that flow into hoppers from the automatic farms up above. This has an interesting story. Major component in lag for this world for a while. All that back there used to go like that piston would fire, then that, then that, then that, and it would go down the row over and over again like this fast, and then that would basically make these farms fire constantly, so that every time a melon spawned or anything like that, it would automatically get destroyed and pushed into it. But now everything's just daylight sensor automated stuff. Really switched to that not that long ago, and it really helped decrease the lag in my world, because of course those redstone loops can really lag out uh, rendering and stuff. And this is a little city square. This is interesting. It's pretty simple. Just lamps, or redstone lamps with redstone on top of them, one solar panel thing in the middle, and then throughout the day it goes farther out toward the edges or farther in depending on how light it is outside. And it also just works because um, the ender crystals are an entity, so they don't block light that goes to the sensor. So if you ever want to make something like that, there you go. And then the final leg of our tour. Over here we got the residential area. Pretty fancy. This right here is the redstone, yeah, the microwave, to quote a Mitch. Oh, whoops. Alright, whatever. We can just ignore the snow. Hopefully that doesn't bother you too much. Redstone Manor, basically, backstory. Guy who owns Redstone Incorporated owns Redstone Manor. You know, just one of those, like, things that oftentimes happens in towns that have big, like, companies and stuff. There's always, like, a house that goes along with it. This is just a typical modern house. If you search houses on Google Images, you'll probably find one that looks just like this, because I was really just trying to find houses that I could just stick in this neighborhood, and this is actually kind of based off one too, but it's pretty modified compared to the one on Google Images. But yeah, I was just trying to find a bunch of interesting houses that I could pack into a little community back here. This is actually an accurate representation of my house, the one I'm sitting in right now. Actually, alright, give me a second. I'm gonna toggle down far. Boom. Alright, there we go. Get all that snow out of the way. Hopefully increase frames. Oh, jeez. Toggle down far. Boom. Thank you, the Jewel Master, for being a backseat driver throughout this entire video. Alright, so
always extend my name?
It's the Jewel Master, isn't it?
I know you're like, the Jewel Master.
It's just fancy, you know. But yeah, this is our house.
Ugh.
Pretty accurate representation. Obviously didn't get that off of Google Images. It didn't need to. This is just a stereotypical suburban house. Pretty classic as far as Minecraft builds and houses go. Not sure I really am enjoying this color anymore, but it kind of hurts the eye, but I won't look at it anymore. There we go. And this is the modern house. This is probably my favorite of the three smaller houses, of course. Fully furnished, just like all the houses in the apartments. Some little pools. Pretty interesting. So this is the moment where I'd like to take a second and do shaders, because it's just beautiful with these pools right here. Despite the fact that it's snowing outside, just a heated pool, don't question it. Hot tub, not really sure why you'd need both if pool's heated that much, but and sorry for the frame lag. Yeah, hopefully those of you on smaller devices won't notice it as much, but I realize that those of you watching this on your computers are going to notice it a lot, because I definitely notice it. And actually, it's not that much more frame laggy than when I'm not recording, so not a whole lot I can do about that, but yeah, just enjoying the view. And this is Paolo's Lagless Shaders Original, which means it includes the water. The other one does not include the water, the light version of it. It's actually really nice. Like, Sonic Ether's unbelievable shaders, like, lag's really bad for me. And I know a lot of people can relate to that, because I've heard a lot of complaints out there about, you know, the reason I don't play Minecraft anymore is because my computer can't handle it. Well, Uh, hopefully, with these new 1.8 updates, that won't be a huge problem anymore, but you never know. And yeah, pretty beautiful view of the city. I'll just go back over to the start. And so, yep, that pretty much finishes off the tour. Forgot to show this guy off, though. This is actually what my skin used to look like before I started thinking about my YouTube channel and what it would look like. But, yeah. So, oh, there's a squid. Yeah, part of what I really like about this, too, is if you get nice and low, close to the water, like, you can see how
Reflection.
it just really looks like the squid is, like, in the water. It's really cool. Whatever. I'll stop fangirling about the shader, and I guess this pretty much finishes off the video, guys. Thanks for watching. Click that subscribe button.
Hope y'all
You don't have to do any crazy acrobatics to click it. You can just go ahead and click it. It's fine. What were you gonna say?
Nothing.
Oh, all right. Thought he was gonna say something, but never mind. Thanks for stopping in.